What's up, everybody? Welcome back to KSL. It's time to start our final best of 5 PvZ. We're in my world now, Artosis. You had your TVT.
Yeah,
Join
I have
me.
a feeling this is just no way going to be as good, as strategic, as skilled, anything.
You're wrong. You take it back.
I will never
okay?
take it back.
You've been blinded.
You watch, you'll be
by
3
your
Hydra
Terran
rushes
love.
in a row.
That could be, actually. I'm like, yeah, that happens too sometimes, you know. That's just, you know, more of a tale about how life is unfair.
Yeah.
But, no, I think this will be a good series. Now, look, I think SnOW is obviously the favorite to take this. He is so good, and he's really refined his PvZ. He's shown that he is not a one-matchup wonder. And, I don't know. I mean, SOMA's really good. He seems like he's hit his stride now. He doesn't seem as wiggly and as nervous as he was in his best of 5.
Yeah, I would definitely
earlier
agree with
on
that.
here.
I think his ZVP is not to the same level as his ZVT is. Like,
Yeah.
no one is calling him the best at that matchup, so that's a little bit tough because SnOW has got so good at PvZ now. He's had some really dynamite PvZs lately.
I worry because I don't think SnOW has any weaknesses specifically in early game and mid game PvZ. You know, about 2 or 3 years ago, a lot of Protosses were having a hard time against the Hydra rushes. There were a lot of cheeses. We do still see the Muta Scourge cheese or timing attack come in there.
Yeah.
And it
course,
works, but I mean, Protosses have adapted to that. And I just can't imagine SnOW actually being weak against late game Zerg here anymore. I mean, he's really good at this matchup.
Yeah. He's gotten so much stronger.
You know?
Looking forward to it and seeing if SnOW can just advance right away in first place.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I want to be cautious about that as well because it was his kryptonite for a long time, this matchup.
Sure.
And there are some newer builds out there that Zergs have gotten quite good at that are a little bit tough for Protoss. You know, some of these, what is it, 9734? What a great name for build order Zergs. Wow. But
Not 9734? Is that what you just said?
yeah, 9734. You don't know that build?
No, I don't know that one.
That's the 9733 hatch Hydra where you take a 4th base behind it.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how somehow there was
9734.
another base that had more drones than the other one. Yeah. Okay.
I wonder if we
I
can-
know the 973. I didn't realize that the 4 stood for the other hatch.
I
know what you're
wonder if
talking about.
eventually in StarCraft 1 and 2 we can just only use numbers that sound like SKU codes on items you buy at the store for all of our build orders so that no one can understand us and we can never
I
get
think
new
there's
players.
been a real dearth of well-named builds in general.
There
Like chess has a lot
has-
of cool names for the openings and different tactics and stuff like that, where in StarCraft somehow, I don't know.
For a long time we had all good names for builds, like really cool. FD Terran, you know, 2-fact is fine, 2-gate, right?
I don't
There's
think any of these are actually
Proxy, Cannon Rush.
well-named builds. 2-fact is somehow better than
Oh, you want the
937.
Nimozich defense?
Yes.
You want
I
the
do.
Kim defense and then the Kim attack? And
Yes.
it's
Bamboo Terran.
yeah, that's a good name.
Tornado Push. Yeah, those were good
Yeah,
names.
Sauron Zerg.
Your stuff was not good. Yours was like, we got the 1, 2, 3 barracks now and the 2 factory.
How about BBS?
That's the same problem as the other builds you named, is that it's just letters and numbers. Let's go to our game now, Artosis.
We can't be friends anymore, Tasteless.
That's fine. We can
How about the
break up.
Tasteless build? Remember that build?
The one where it wins every time, and if it doesn't win, it's not a tasteless build.
You know, I prefer numbers for build. One last thing on this. I prefer the numbers for build names to what was happening at the beginning of StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
Where every jobber that won a game tried to name whatever they did after themselves.
Oh, yeah,
Everyone
that was-
wanted to be immortalized.
That was everybody trying. Yeah, that was so funny.
If you were one of those StarCraft 2 players,
well, that was
well,
the
they aren't
origin of
listening now, 'cause
that was
those
the
guys-
origin of the tasteless build joke. Was
No,
the
I know,
idea
yeah.
that everybody would just
no, everyone was
come in
trying
there
to
and
name builds
claim
after
it,
them.
yeah.
It's like, dude, going for 2 barracks and stim is not your build.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
You were not the first person
And
to
you're not
invent.
going to be a pro gamer. Just because you beat Hydra one time doesn't mean you're now a pro
You
gamer.
mean taking a quick base right away? I thought of that.
Yeah.
Drinking water from a cup or a bowl? No, that was me.
Or a bowl. Actually,
Yeah.
the bowl could be you, Tasteless. Drinking water from a bowl.
I'm thirsty.
That's
Let me
novel.
fill up my bowl.
want you to think about that for a second. You come over my house, tastes would you like a bowl of water? It's
Yeah.
like, what am I, a dog?
Okay, we have both players spotting to the top. SnOW in the upper right. SOMA in the upper left. But to go back to that idea earlier of people trying to claim the most basic things as somehow they were the novel person, when there was already 12 years of StarCraft 1. Could people come to StarCraft 2?
It was nauseating. Nauseating. People just want to be
People
famous.
making claims for things like making several gateways and stopping probes and rushing. I'm like, you think that was you?
So true. So true.
If we ever get a StarCraft 3, it's only going to compound.
Well, at that point, Tasteless, I hope that people from StarCraft 3 remember who we are from StarCraft 1 and 2.
They
and
won't.
we can just call them.
They'll all be
call them
15
out.
and call us, who are these old guys? They don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like what happened to us at the start of StarCraft 2.
Quick cue here for you.
Quick cue?
Yep.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, quick cue for you.
Oh, question. Okay.
Yeah. Is there any chance for this map for SnOW to go Corsair Reaver?
Why? Because of the island?
Yeah, I think it's out of this map pool, other than blockchain, it should be the best map for that.
Here's the problem, I
Or a map where
think,
it's doable.
Artosis, if you want my honest opinion. Corsair Reaver, I think, yeah, it's better on maps where there's an island, right? Because, you get to shuttle out and looky there, the Corsairs cover the island. I think the problem, though, is on a map like this, there's also so many other bases Zerg can take
Okay.
that I don't think Corsair Reaver easily disrupts it. Like, blockchain, that's a map where Zerg actually have a hard time getting other bases. There's so few locations to take, and they're all so spread out that a speed shuttle can punish it. On this map, I'm not so sure that's the case.
Okay.
But we'll see. I'm open to it. Also, keep in mind there's two types of Corsair Reaver. There is Corsair Reaver where you double down on Corsair Reaver, you get more Reavers and more Corsairs, and then there's the one where you go Corsair Reaver back into Speed Zealots and Templars.
Oh, that one's cowardly. I'm not talking about that one.
I think that one's actually the better one out of the two builds, to be honest.
I do appreciate, Tasteless, our
Yes.
PvZ cast, where I come up with an intriguing and fun idea, and you try to let me down as easily as you can, as nicely as you can.
I do my best. It's much like our TVT games where I just go, let me tell you something about the siege tank. something, in the middle of the map.
+2 is 2 hits.
That's right. Wraiths also can hit drop ships. Artosis, now you talk for 3.5 minutes while I try to think of something else to say.
Yep, that's our TVT cast.
Yep.
Luckily, ZVZ is about as simple as it gets.
Yeah,
so
ZVZ, we don't have to.
we somehow
we've
make it through with each other.
Yeah, we're not even conning in that. We basically are right. There's probably some really complicated stuff we don't know, but I don't know.
100%.
Tweeted us, let us know what we did
Zerg
wrong.
is sitting
and
here
we'll
shaking
take
his
credit
head
for it.
right now. He's like, oh, God, guys,
You
you're
guys get
ZVZ.
so much wrong in ZVZ. Like when they do 6 instead of 8, it's like, it makes me crazy.
The funny thing is, it probably is.
Yeah, it probably is.
The game is so damn
Again,
complex.
tweet at us, tell us that we're wrong and why, and then we'll steal that and take credit for it. And
Oh,
not say it
StarCraft
was-
1 players don't have Twitter accounts. So
Yeah, that's true.
we don't
They
gotta
are
worry
all,
about that.
yeah. They're probably writing an angry letter on a typewriter right now.
Send smoke signals.
Tastosis, I want you to know, I've been watching your cast and counting on my abacus how many things you've said wrong.
Yes.
Now, we're still waiting for the big development as far as what the tech is going to be for Protoss. We know there's probably going to be a Stargate. There almost always is. And,
But will there be a Robo right away?
or maybe a second Stargate. Or maybe it's going to be a Citadel.
Yeah, probably a Citadel.
Probably a Citadel.
If it was anything else, that would actually be very exciting, though.
Yeah. And so we also want to watch for the Zerg and see if the Zerg is a scumbag. No, he's not. He's getting a lair. Okay,
Yeah.
straight up dude.
Very nice so far.
Chad Zerg.
Yep, 4th hatch.
Yep,
There it is.
there it is.
Citadel. Guess he's not going Corsair Reaver. I guess that answers my question. Hopefully we get blockchain in this series. Ah, the Hydralisk Den. So I.
Why do you say it like that?
Because he's not going Spire, but he is going Lair.
But you
Right?
still oftentimes get a Hydra Den. You got to do something about the Corsairs.
That's what Scourge are for. If you don't get the
Not
Spire,
always, my friend.
well, if you're not going Spire, then yeah, definitely the Scourge are not for the Corsairs at that point. But this, I remember the last time I saw a build that looked like this, where it was Lair and Hydralisk Den rather quickly, but still 5-hatch.
Yeah.
It was an ASL game on that 2-player map, like Road something or I can't remember, Audubon.
Oh yeah.
I believe it was Shine that did it, and it was a Lurker Hydra build. It was really interesting. Do you know anything about that build?
I actually thought this was going to be something a little bit different, but I might be wrong. I think what he actually might be trying to do, because of the way this entrance is shaped, is do a mass Hydra bust with speed Hydras and speed Overlords.
Oh,
because
get the quick speed Overlords.
If you look at the natural for the Protoss, it's actually not very suited to have a lot of cannons that can cover everything.
This is
but I
a
might
map,
be wrong.
This is a map where you can go offensive hatchery. I've seen that a couple times here. And with Lurker Spore sunken, is there any possibility that could be the build? Because I'm trying to.
Well,
I feel like Speed Hydras is not enough, or Speed Overlords is not enough of a reason to try to get the layer this quickly. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, let's say that he does that. I think that you could take an island, but they would just drop it, right? You know, it maybe, I don't know. I genuinely don't know for what they're doing right now. I mean, a lot of Zerg builds can kind of look like this too, where you tech up in a very different way. I'm sorry, this is 5-hatch, right? Not 6.
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah, it's 5.
It's 5. Straight up 5Zs.
5Zs.
Look at that supply.
Uh-oh.
That is some massive supply for Zerg already.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Now that's pretty interesting. That's a pretty quick robo.
Yeah, I think
That's actually sooner than you normally get it.
I think this has to do with the possibility we could see Lurkers. Does already have that Overlord speed you were talking about.
Well, he might just go for drop here as well.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
But let's see. You know, there's not... Okay, so here we go. Here's that big attack up here. Now, there's only 2 cannons, which is certainly not the number that you're looking for.
Okay.
And now he's going to actually dive onto these Templars. And he's going to get, I believe, actually both the Templars and the cannons. He gets to actually somehow have his cake and eat it, and then also have another cake.
And eat that cake.
And eat that cake.
And also his metabolism's so high, he's not even going to gain any weight from it.
He has all cakes, but has somehow eaten all of them. And so this game is a win for the Zerg. GG. So yeah, it's just...
so that was it. It was just the Speed Overlord.
If you have all the cakes, but you've also eaten them, what does that say?
What does that say?
What does that mean? Do you love cake or do you hate cake at that point in time? Because it's going to be one of the two.
Yeah. There's no middle feelings about cake at this point.
Yeah. So
how do you feel about that game, Tasteless? I feel like I was getting ready for something very interesting.
No, you really...
And then someone was like, hold on.
I'm like, calm down, Artosis. He's just going to go attack the front, and the Protoss is going to die.
Yeah.
You know, that can be pretty tricky for the Protoss to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
I will say the fact that there's no Spire there means you don't need a cannon in your main at all for a little bit. I think you just need to get 2 more cannons over there at your entrance. Very sloppy game by SnOW, to be honest.
I liked a couple of his moves, like the fact that he canceled range in the 3rd Corsair as soon as he saw the Hydras.
What was with the Robo that early, too? I feel like you want to get...
I think he thought Lurker.
Yeah, but you don't care about... I mean, you just lose the stuff at your entrance. They can't get dropped that fast, right?
Yeah.
You just stay back and make more cannons. I think. I don't know.
Maybe he was afraid of a contain and he wanted to take island or something. I don't know.
Could be.
Well,
the thing
clearly
is,
the Robo was not the correct choice here.
Certainly
His
didn't help him
side
at all.
was a bit late.
I think, to be honest, also the DT doesn't help you with that at all. You see no Spire. Actually, we're ready to go.
So the top right we have SnOW, which means in the bottom right
We also have SnOW? Oh, no, my bad. I get it.
SOMA.
SOMA. Okay, got it. Got it. No, that last game, let's keep unpacking that because that was a little bit of a weird one. So you don't see a Spire, which is pretty typical. Excuse me, the Spire is quite typical.
Yeah.
The moment that you don't see the Spire, you got to think, okay, something's up.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have any Spire at all, then they haven't invested in one of the key techs that usually allows Zerg to win in a later game. With no Spire, even if they were to eventually get dropped, the threat is only in your entrance. You get some more cannons there. I think you power up, and you try to just hold the game from there. But it was weird. He got a Robo very quickly. The Robo seemed to have started probably when Storm was coming along. And you know if there's no Spire and there's a layer, then the layer has to be for the Overlord speed.
Okay.
There's literally no other. I mean, you could get Lurkers, yeah. But if they get Lurkers, then you just, I think, stay back a little bit longer and try to bust out later on. And you take the island.
More Lurkers.
Yeah, it's a problem. I don't know. You looking at me, Artosis. I'm floating B rank on this game. You think I'm the guru, all right? Should I put on a white robe and walk around with no shoes and then make stuff up and then you'll believe me? Okay.
That's so funny. Yeah, I don't know. That's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem. Sounds like trouble. Sounds like trouble to me.
Oh, that's amazing.
Whoa, hello 1998 build order. SnOW? What, have you been watching Pillars replays? What am I seeing here?
Oh, God. Blast from the past.
Now, this is the 10-gate, 12-gate.
Against 9-pool.
Yeah, 9-pool, no gas.
How does this match up against each other?
And so, while this is a build from 1998, SOMA's doing a build from the Cretaceous period.
In fact, these not getting speed.
Yeah, because...
Doesn't the 2-gate beat that without speed? Or no?
Yeah, it should.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know. So, Overpool is actually very hard to deal with for Protoss with a lot of the more modernized builds, but this is kind of one of the old ones. Oh, here we go. Ready the probes. So 1 Zealot and 3 probes can block the ramp in such a way that you just will not get up. The Zealot is, yeah, just like that. Sometimes you'll see a 3rd probe put back there. But the next 2 Zealots that come out, I believe, will begin the momentum of the push for SnOW.
Okay. As SOMA, do you have to just non-stop build Lings?
Yeah, now, the Lings being slightly faster than the Zealots, they can be used to counterattack, but if you send too many out, then the Zealots just roll you. So really this is going to be a game purely of control and finesse. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was going to send some probes with this.
I'm surprised there's no probes.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
would have
thought...
sent 3 probes and killed him. Right?
I think so. I'm not sure. That this has been trending. 2-gate's been on the rise in popularity.
Yeah, it has.
And I think Zergs are going to have to get very, very good at dealing with
God.
this.
Almost snipes that before it even finishes.
And so, he comes in, does just a little bit of damage. He's already damaged that creep colony a little bit. Keep in mind that a creep colony, when it turns into a sunken, creep colony has 400 hit points. The sunken colony has 300, so it immediately loses 100 hit points when it finishes morphing.
Yeah, see, right there.
Boom.
So definitely
Now,
a little bit low.
Oh gosh, he's doing this build. Okay, this is another one of the older builds. So you 2-gate Zealot Rush. Now this seems to work out perfectly against what Zerg's doing because Zerg is so low on drones. So Zerg does a dramatic tech shift here and goes into layer and hydrogen.
What's the layer for this time?
Well, we don't know for certain, right? You could end up making just 3 mutas and going into the main and killing them.
Oh, okay.
You could make Lurkers and drop them in the main and kill them. Even if it's just 1, you just...
Yeah. So you're saying Lurkers could be a problem.
Well, some would say that, you know. No, but I mean, this is very difficult to deal with. So, yeah, Protoss has the muscle. Zerg can barely hold off the attack, of course. But Protoss also is in the dark, and so it's going to be the Spire. I'm a little bit surprised that it's both a Den and a Spire. I thought if you were going to make a den, you would at least want to make it where they could see it. But I guess that's, I don't know. These are very odd builds, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're having very unusual PvZs.
But
Normally I get to clap my hands and say the build order that I've memorized, and every other Protoss player knows. I'm like, Forge first, Gate first, this is PvZ.
Okay, he sees the
Stargate.
How does this... Yeah. Oh, okay, so look at this. A Hydra coming up, so you can force a bunch of cannons there?
Yeah. So it's called Illusion Zartosis.
Yeah, I guess
He has one Hydra come up, and then this Protoss has an oh no moment. I just need to get cannons. Let's not forget how he lost that last game as well. Now, there's no link speed, I think, right?
Yeah.
And so you have to body block this with slow links. You have to do it.
You must.
You must, or you will lose. Now, 2 cannons in the natural. Now, already, if you're Protoss, you should be thinking, okay, something's up, and there it is. There's the, I think this guy is full of BS cannon. So there's going to be 1 Scourge and 3 Mutas, and then 2 more Mutas coming. Okay, so already you go, all right.
I think he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
There's like 1 Hydra walking around the map.
Yeah,
Like he owns the place.
Oh, 1 Dragoon. That's,
Oh, dude.
that's cute.
That's how you know for sure.
That's how you know.
That 1 Dragoon. And that's not the Tasis Dragoon that's trying to kill 2 injured mutas that are over your mineral line. It's not that one.
Dragoons have a funny spot if the Zerg is super low econ in PvZ. They're normally useless until you have all your other tech. But just having a few, if they're super low econ, they kind of help you fight everything.
That's
now,
funny, too,
let's see if we have a kind of bad engage here. Protoss is still kind of trying to... Okay, now he knows for sure.
Yeah, going to get back over those cannons. Of course, he does have those 2 goons to come down and help as well. Pulls the probes immediately. Wow. SnOW just so on top of SOMA's stuff this game.
Yeah.
You think he's angry from that last game? He's powered up?
Well, that's what happened. It's not a strategy. It's that he was mad, Artosis. It's like every action movie from the late 90s. And so he just needs to get enough Corsairs out here that the mutas become completely useless. And a lot of times we'll just see them leave here. Because the Dragoons can shoot down the Scourge. You can't try to go into a macro game from here. So you're just trying to either kill the main, or I guess you could try to kill the natural, but that doesn't seem like it's going to work because he went for this little Hydra fake here. Oh, and looky here.
Seems like he has a lot of units.
This is where you close your eyes and you pretend that the Zerg is a Terran player, and you attack with your ground army. You know, and then when you get there, you go, he doesn't even have siege tanks, so you throw your head back and laugh.
Seems like that could be what happens here. This army looks so much better than what SOMA has.
And the Corsairs are just meant to pair with the cannons back at home so that the Zerg can't or should not be able to all in.
Oh, God.
But wait, what if there's just so many mutas? And so welcome to, this is kind of what my games look like, where I thought I did it all right and then I lose, like, at the last possible moment. But hold on.
My gosh, look at this. He's actually taking a lot of damage here. His slow Zots were hemming and hawing, and now finally going back across the map.
You know, the funny thing is I don't think Protoss even had to attack across here. I think you just keep making Corsairs and Dragoons.
Yeah. No, I think you're completely right, but it seems like he wanted to kill him and then finally realized that he was way too out of position.
Now, let's also remember that if the Zealots get past all this... Oh, I don't think they will, actually. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I was going to say, if the Zealots kill all the sunken colonies, then the mutas have to go back and try to save the game. Oh, actually, okay, maybe he just barely...
But the mutas, I mean, he can fly like 2 of them there and clean those up. They're pretty bruised.
Okay, he actually is going to get the Stargate, and this is like my ladder games.
Yeah.
Is this me playing? Am I going to wake up from a dream right now?
Hey, man.
And be like,
KSL's not bad.
Yeah.
You did well.
Yeah, you did well.
No one can blame you for losing to these strats.
It's like, actually, this is me in my placement matches, and I'm already down like 1-3. I'm like, oh, man. I feel like I know so much about this game, but it's still so hard. So, if he loses this, and I think there's actually a very possible chance, depending on how SnOW controls these Corsairs, that he does.
Wait, you think who could lose this?
Oh, I think SnOW can lose this Artosis.
Oh, yeah, no, I think he's already dead.
Yeah.
I feel like there's 0% chance of recovering the main because he doesn't have his Stargate anymore. So So it's just a matter of time before these Corsairs get exploded. And there it is. Oh my god. GG.
Artosis.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel. SOMA is 2-0 against SnOW?
Yeah.
Is it opposite day? Should I put shoes on my hands and walk around because it's opposite day?
The future of Zerg right here. Should call him SNOMA.
SNOMA, wow. Why would we call him SNOMA? That's just like a merger of the two names. You really are jet lagged, man.
What about SNOA?
SNOW. Oh, I'm so tired.
Okay, so SnOW having a bit of a hard time. Of course, if he does lose here, he'll play next week against Sari in the decider match. But maybe he can turn it around.
Cha-cha-boom, cha-cha-boom, bop. We'll be right back with SnOW and SOMA in a little bit. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Oh, they're friends again.
Oh,
Not for long. That idiot Reaver needs to kill that Zergling.
Yeah.
Protoss is down 0-2.
we're never going to see a Reaver
Come on.
at this point. SOMA is just killing SnOW. He must be better than him.
Yes, no, he's better. He's definitely the stronger, mechanically superior.
The game is StarCraft.
Player.
He won twice. So far, he's the better player. Can SnOW come back?
It's blasphemy, what you're saying. Zerg is pulling out some pretty cheeky plays here. Look, I think it's actually probably the best bet, to be honest, for I think the person he's up against. SnOW is not going to lose in late game. You end this game before a Psionic Storm upgrade is finished. That is how you win a ZVP. By the way, that cheese build, whew, that was dirty.
Oh, the
One
Muta thing
Hydra,
that we
yeah,
just saw?
yeah. What's funny is that SnOW actually stopped this strategy.
Yes.
Okay? He beat the strategy. He then just left his base,
Yeah.
which was the only thing that it was the only thing he could have done to basically lose the game. What you're doing back there is you just keep making probes. We're going to go to the game in a second here. But you just keep making probes. Zerg's sitting there on 18 drones or something.
Oh, yeah. No,
You know,
it's
there's no
not
third
even.
base. You know, he
Yeah.
just keeps making mutas. You just surround everything with cannons and make Corsairs until you've got 11 of them.
Yeah. It's it was definitely a poor decision there by
Yeah.
SnOW. So our next map, Circuit Breakers.
That's right.
Will SnOW ever get a third gas in this map?
Oh, Artosis. I mean, this is like talking about when are we going to have flying cars, okay?
When are we going
You're like, Tasis, when will I be able to grow another one of me in a lab and put my brain in it and live forever? I'm like, okay, Artosis, why don't we worry about how to stop carbon emissions from being so strong? Okay? Circuit Breakers for Game 3, guys. SnOW versus SOMA. It's going to be a match where hopefully Protoss... See how I got cut off when I was doing that
Yeah.
that outro? That's kind of how SnOW died. That's how it felt when he lost. You guys are listening like, oh, Tasis is pretty good at these outros. Like,
Yeah.
he, you know, he's really got it. And then,
Yeah.
mutas are in my main and my Nexus is gone. Okay? Hydras are killing my cannons and my Templars are dead.
Yeah. It's a sad
Exactly.
thing, Tasis. I'm sorry.
It's so funny how abruptly Protoss can just die in this
Yeah.
matchup.
I'm getting excited as it builds, and then it's like, oh,
Oh, in a non-mirror matchup,
Calling
it's
it.
hilarious how quickly the Protoss just die in the early game.
yeah.
Nope,
By the way,
not today.
I gotta say,
Mm-hmm.
with the keyboard, SOMA's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Like that spam in the pregame chat, he spammed out like a lot, and I
Yeah.
was looking at it because I mean, you spam sometimes, right? In like a start game screen, something like that, when you're getting
Yeah.
ready, that type of thing. Thing is, normally when a normal player does it, you're going to have something that's like, if you, for instance, one of you typed 1, 2, 3, 4 over and over and over, and normally eventually you'll find somewhere where it's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 or something.
Yeah, or it's like 1, 3, 4.
And he did a bunch of RW, QWER. He did all sorts of different ones over and over and over, and there was never the same key twice in a row.
Wow.
He doesn't make any mistakes, Tasteless.
And
That's all I needed to see to know he was better than SnOW.
And that's why his cheeses work.
That's why. Because he's not accidentally not producing something.
Now, Protoss, it should be noted, is going to find his opponent in the last spawn, which is definitely a moment where you feel a little bit insecure here. Oh, he's going to go for the second probe scout. Probably a good move.
Is this to cannon rush?
Well,
this is one of the maps you can cannon rush on.
It can be, certainly.
Because when you
because
set out
first
the
of all,
probe, that's what it makes me think.
Well, you're going Forge first, right? So you could hold off like an early pull. But in this case, you also have the option to cannon rush. I don't know that he's going to do it.
He's going to do it.
He's going to do it.
That's awesome.
Oh,
okay, so
holler at your
to
boy.
stop this, you need to bring drones down, build the gas, and then jump
cancel.
them. So he might make the gas. Let's see. Is he going to make the gas?
Come at me, bro. Come at me,
make
bro.
the gas. Make the gas.
Cancel.
SnOW. Okay, well.
Oh, yep. Wait, what? Oh, it's a pylon being made up
Oh, my God. Oh, wait, what? It is a pylon.
Okay.
What am I looking at?
Oh, he's...
Is he going to...
No.
What is this? Yeah, those were 3 pylons. He made 3 pylons.
He's faking him. He's going to cancel.
He's not faking him. There's 3 probes down here.
Oh, can you... Oh.
He's deadly serious.
Oh, you can do that. Now, hold on a second.
Build the gas so he can't jump. Why are we not building gases?
Oh.
I'm the greatest cannon rusher. What am I looking at, Tasteless?
Well, this is a failed cannon rush.
I haven't seen a cannon rush in a long time, and I haven't seen a cannon rush working even longer.
Yeah, the cannon rushes tend to not work as well anymore. I mean, Zergs are just very good at stopping them. There was a period that was Tasteless in his prime.
That's true. You had some nasty ones.
Yeah. Well, they kind of looked like that. It's just that people weren't used to dealing with them, right? People just freak out and you'd win.
Yeah.
And then I would go, I guess I'm the better player. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say it unironically and look in the mirror. I'm 10 pounds lighter in my own reflection.
Yeah, yeah. And who are you talking to? Yourself.
Yeah. I would think it, but my voice sounds so good when I say it, I might as well hear it, you know?
I can't believe I just saw the most failed cannon rush ever.
Well, actually, he was pretty tactical in how he did it. It wasn't that bad. The thing is, you need to build on the gas geyser, it looks like, when he did that.
Right?
The thing is,
I don't know 100%, but it seems to me he had the money. He should have just built a geyser so the drones couldn't jump back there.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's tricky, but I'll tell you something. Zerg is in a very comfortable spot right now. The tempo of the build order for the Protoss is way, 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 way off. Oh my God, he's actually hidden these lings up here. So he's going to be trying to run through. No, he's not.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit too risky.
Now, there's a lot of different options here for... Okay, never mind. He beat me to it. I was going to say there's a lot of different options here for Zerg, but generally speaking, one that seems to be the most common is the Hydra Bust. Because Protoss feels so insecure by the later tech, and the only way to really scout, because you don't know if link speed's coming or not, the only way to really scout is to get a Corsair out to figure out what the hell's going on. Mm-hmm. The Hydra Bust will often just end the game.
Is this the 973 Tasteless?
Well, we can count the drones to find out.
I did count the drones. Let's
is
check
it?
the third. It is indeed.
Hello.
Oh, no, there's 4 drones. Never mind.
Oh, my God, he was hiding.
Completely different build.
I don't think this is even... It doesn't really matter the drone count now. What's more important is actually that the cannon rush didn't work, and Protoss slowed everything down, is trying to play catch-up. Probably scrambling to maybe get a Corsair and a DT out here. Oh, you know what? He's going to do the build where he has Hydras run up there and just shoot down the forge and the gateway.
Mm-hmm. Force your opponent to make a bunch of cannons, take your 4th base behind it. Popular build at the moment, no doubt.
it's going to work out pretty nicely because the cannons are actually hexes away from the forge. So the gateway and the forge are both going to go down.
Now this build popped up somewhere around the beginning of last ASL season. It became very popular and a lot of people were kind of complaining about it. I believe Zero was the originator, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, this is pretty sick.
Ooh, look at that.
How did this get out there?
Walked.
How did it not just get killed by the Lynx? Did he just miss it?
I guess, he must have. You definitely don't just let it walk by, that's for sure.
Okay, he's going to get that forge. He's forced out a lot of cannons. Oh, there's a drone coming here. That's unfortunate.
That's the second drone we've seen go up there. Don't forget we saw a drone go to Sari's base as well.
Oh, come on. Give him one kill. Leave him alone.
Okay. From here, you've killed the forge. Oh, there's another forge already.
Yeah.
Never mind.
A lot of times they kill the forge. You just have to remake that.
Yeah.
By the way, Zerg is just leaps and bounds ahead right now.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good position.
Is there an Evo chamber down here? I guess not yet.
Maybe in the main. No.
Can't believe SOMA's 2-0 against SnOW and might actually win here.
Well, it definitely looks that way right now. That's probably the Evo chamber.
Yeah, there it is. He might not even go for armor, though. There's always the possibility that you just go for a range attack, try to win the game that way.
No, I don't think so. I'd be surprised if he went armor here. I got your mosquito.
You killed a mosquito, oh my god. That mosquito was plaguing us all day today.
Yeah. I had to wait for enough energy to irradiate that thing.
Nice.
Okay.
So this is a little bit of a later Templar Archives. It looks like we're going to have Zealot legs. Maybe even finish before this.
I'm very nervous for SnOW right now.
Same.
Considering SOMA has more supply, and he's on 4 base against 2, and the Templar Archives isn't done yet.
Isn't SOMA the name of the drug they give people in the Brave New World book? Isn't it? They take SOMA.
I don't know,
they
actually.
Take SOMA
I just
got
that book. I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, I think it's called SOMA, and that like placates you.
No spoilerino.
It's not a spoiler. It's like literally not a spoiler. It's like Star Wars has several planets. I'm like, yeah. Okay. But yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Oh my god. Okay, so he's gonna go for a power.
I like it.
2 base.
He's going up to 8 gates. All right.
It looks like he stopped making Corsairs, so he's, I think, hoping that this will just hit the Zerg so abruptly that he won't quite have the ground army. The thing is, I think Zerg, if they micro this well, can actually do okay. It's not a Zerg on 3 bases, it is a Zerg on 4 bases, but if you rotate pretty quickly with Hydras, you could pretty much defend this. Let's keep our eye on that DT, by the way. That one that just came out, because he might be able to get, or she, if it's a girl DT, might be able to get inside the main there and get drone kills.
Okay, see if he can slip by. Of course, High Templar's popping out. Sees those. No big surprise, though. Robo on the way. Is the victory here only through attacking for SnOW? There's no way to back up into a third, right?
Oh, you can back up into a third.
Really?
He's going to stay on
I feel like if he doesn't keep pressure on, though, that seems like it would be very hard.
Well, I mean, it's going to be hard no matter what, but yeah.
Ooh, good backup right there.
He needs to pull away.
Oh, man. I like the tactics that we just saw there from SnOW, but SOMA with so many Hydras and the speed overlords already.
Yeah. I mean, what SnOW's doing is basically him doing the very best he can based off of what happened in the early game. I mean, nobody made him cannon rush, but he got a bad scout rotation, you know? He went forge first just in case the guy's going to 9-pool him or something. He can, you know, hold that off. And he says, okay, I know a cannon rush. I'll try this. It doesn't work. So here we are. Now, it's as important for the Protoss to micro the Zealots perfectly as it is for the Zerg to micro the Hydras. That was a really, really, really good storm.
Really
Had
awesome
that storm
storms.
not connected, I think the Protoss would have just been killed there. But he had such a good storm. He's keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, running those
so many Hydras,
That
man.
is a lot.
Man, oh man.
Gosh. So many hatcheries as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hatch Hydra right now?
Yeah. This is a game that the Zerg is intending to win by dominating the Protoss in fights only. Protoss probably cannot even think about a third base for a while now, because Zerg is actually saying, oh, you want to fight? You want to roam? Well, I have a much, much, much stronger base of Hydras. And Hydras are actually much more microable than Zealots. You need Psy Storms, but even then, you can dodge those, you know.
Yeah.
It's actually a very troublesome thing. And I would say a lot of times in mid-game or phases like this, Protoss are a little bit stronger. But because of the way this game started, I think if SOMA is just on top of splitting and forking his army in different directions, he should be okay.
Yeah, I think you're quite right about that. The Psy Storms just have to be magnificent. These have to be like Westminster champion Psy Storms, you know?
Yes. Oh my God, he's not even gonna get the flank. Okay, I think he was trying to counterattack to a third that wasn't there. Oh my God, and so coming from behind here is huge. And whenever you see little groups of like 7 Hydras fork off like this, you can snipe down each of the Templars.
Oh my
And then
God.
the Hydras themselves would just beat the Zealots.
Yeah. And now Zealot counterattack here at the 4th is kind of nice, but losing that many High Templar. Oh boy. This does not look like it's going to end well.
No, this is basically the end. This is just, yeah, I mean, there's pretty much nothing you can do. Again, we can look at how hard this is for the Protoss now, but ultimately this comes down to the opening that SnOW chose to use and how horribly it failed. And a player like SOMA says, okay, I've got my lead, I'm not going to give it up.
Yeah, where do you try to go from here as SnOW?
You make Templars, you turtle up, you try to take actually the mineral only, to be honest. But without Templars, you know, it's hard to attack out with Templars. It's easy to defend with them with Storm.
Definitely.
But I think the number of Hydras, excuse me, is so high. Oh, now hold on. This counterattack could actually do something.
And he's pretty well defended at home. I don't think he's going to die from this attack.
Oh, maybe.
Because he's got like 3 Psy Storms, and then he's got 4 cannons and all those speed lots. Yeah, it seems like Soma's not going to attack in there.
Now, I don't believe there's a Spire, right?
Oh, I don't think so, actually.
Sometimes, you know, when you have a Spire, they just try to get mutas and try to snipe the Templars. But, I mean, this is like, Protoss has got like a 10% chance of taking this.
Oh, look at this, diving in.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Now,
Hey.
I'll tell you what, this counterattack is pretty huge, and I don't know that actually Soma's paying attention. Now he is.
Well, a lot of Hydras here can clean that up pretty quickly. Not going to be hard to remake those drones with 8 hatch. Decent Storm.
Yeah.
Chase this out. Take that third maybe like you were saying.
When your failed cannon rush gives you lemons, you got to try to make lemonade. Again, though, he just keeps sniping the Hydras, and this is just, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot you can do. I mean, Storm is so necessary to take on Hydras.
Yeah, now he's just sitting on goons.
Yeah. And now it's, I think, a moment where Zerg will actually just come in here and run him over. Ouch.
Well, I think that's just about it.
What a shocking result. A 3-0, man.
Really, really, really didn't expect that.
Wow.
Like, Soma beating SnOW is not something that I'm going to be completely shocked over, but a 3-0?
What the hell, man?
Maybe the SnOW of a year ago. But this SnOW, this new improved SnOW, this double finalist SnOW?
No. More like sleet, am I right? Jeez. What a short series. I thought
More
it was
like
going to be pretty
slushy
long.
puddle.
Yeah.
Wow.
More like dirty slush.
What color is his jacket?
SnOW when I try to write my name in it.
That's right.
Wow, Soma.
Yeah, first place in his group. The other 2 groups won by Protoss players, but Soma taking out SnOW here. Be a slight underdog in the group. It's crazy because he was so close to losing to Asari.
For the Protoss, those games felt like the way my brain feels with this jet lag right now.
really good?
No. The opposite of that, yeah.
Right.
I am so tired. So sleepy. Congratulations, SOMA. Now, guys, SnOW is not eliminated. That was the winner's match.
Yes, indeed. SnOW will be playing against Sari for that last spot. That'll be an interesting match.
Yeah.
Obviously, SnOW should be favored, but Sari has a lot of time, 1 week, to prepare for that, best of 5. And the map pool is, reasonable enough that I think he can come up with some good plans to have a shot against SnOW, even though SnOW is obviously favored.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh. You falling apart?
No, I'm all right.
You all right? We made it, Artosis.
This has been... I like this.
Yes, this was good. We started at 3. It is now a few minutes until 10 o'clock. We did it. We got through the day.
Yeah.
I am impressed with us. We are still jet-lagged after flying back from BlizzCon, from BlazBlom.
From BlazBlom?
That's what it is in my brain.
Isn't that
right
a
now.
fighting game?
BlazBlom, yeah. Yes, it is.
So, it was a very good day, though. I really enjoyed, especially the Terran matches.
Yeah, me too.
And then watching SnOW get cheesed out, basically, and then cheese himself out in that final game. Do you think we'll ever see a Cannon Rush work again?
Probably not. They had their time. They had their place. Like bell-bottom jeans, but for builds.
Yeah.
They won't be coming back, though.
Gone past that time. Seems so easy to counter compared to a StarCraft 2 Cannon Rush.
Yeah, well, StarCraft 2 Cannon Rushes.
So easy.
StarCraft 2 Cannon Rushes happen very, very quickly. StarCraft 1, everything happens slower. Even though the game moves very fast when you're playing it, things are actually developing at a slower pace. And so you have more time to try to react perfectly, and if you can stop that, the Protoss is in trouble.
So, in StarCraft 1, jumping drones, for instance, it's not that hard to jump drones over a geyser.
No,
tell
that's
the geyser
easy.
build, cancel it, just and click, and it walks over. It's not too difficult. It was weird though how he started that Cannon Rush with 3 pylons in a row. Does he think pylons are cannons?
No, he wants to, because you can body block the cannon. So he just wants the pylon to come. And then, I don't know. I guess you're right. It is a little bit weird.
Yeah, I felt like it was.
I think that if they get a second drone in there, then no matter what, you can't get a cannon. But if you make the thing is, you can cancel a pylon and make a cannon so fast.
Yeah, that's true.
And one drone will not stop a cannon from coming in.
Maybe he was going to do that cancel pylon thing to see where the Zerg was.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the Cannon Rush was kind of sad. He only did that because he didn't get the first scout. And so he has to go Forge first, unless he really wants to take a risk. Well,
it seemed like because he made his Forge a little bit earlier than we normally see, I think. And then when you see the second probe come out, that's like always
was that a Forge on 11?
Normally you go Forge 13, don't you?
But you can. I think there's a Forge 11 build.
Well, I think that's Nexus first on 11, Forge 11, right?
Yeah, but if you don't know what they're doing, you can Forge 11 and then Nexus 11 as well.
Huh.
It's not as fast.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a build? That sounds terrible.
If you don't, the thing is, he's sitting there thinking, okay, if I get Ling Rushed, I'm going to die. I don't want to lose to a Ling Rush. Because if you spot the Ling Rush in time, you just get cannons and you just stop it. But you also, and I don't know about bottom right because I don't Cannon Rush anymore, but I wonder if there's a Cannon Rush spot there. But
I believe
if you
all the spots you can behind the geyser.
Okay.
Because it's exactly
But it's not just about the first cannon. It's do you have follow-up blocks and stuff like that. But I think if you see, let's say it's hatch on 12, which is not uncommon. Okay, then you Cannon Rush that, right? But yeah, it's kind of a weird situation where neither of them are good, but they don't lose the game immediately. But that was a Cannon Rush where he's super invested in everything.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
there you go.
Well,
that's it for the interview. We are going to close this out, Artosis. But guys, if you enjoyed this, we'll be back tomorrow.
That's right.
Same
and
time,
we open with a TBT. You don't got to wait for it.
Thank you so much for joining us. Sorry if we were a little bit loopy. We are super jet lagged. We will see you guys tomorrow for another day of KSL. We love you. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. Bye-bye.